Hi crafty friends, it's Maria from The Happy Place, and I have some journals that I've made. There are 3 soft colored journals that are all neutral, and I also made 2 little ones. I don't know if I'm going to get to the 2 little ones in this video. I'll see how long it is, but I'm going to just try to get through them pretty fast. So the first one is so all soft covered. They're all covered in book page. Like I made a master board, covered a piece of paper, and then it's lined with fabric, like a what do you call this? Like a, just a thick linen fabric. And there's lots of layering. I did all kinds of lace and paper bag, embossed paper. There's a little dangle of a little crystal on the front. Do you see that? It's one of those Tim Holtz little crystals. And that's on the lace. On the inside, we have a little pocket. Has some lace and some embossed fabric. And it has 3 journaling cards. This one is a library card. I don't know if you could see it, but it's embossed. So those go in here. And this is just a piece of ephemera. This is something I saw on one of my YouTube channels that I subscribe to. And I wanted to make more of them, but when I see something, I have to make one, and I don't always have a chance to make more. So it's basically just a book page that turned into an envelope with some tracing paper, and I filled it with little labels and some stickers and such that you could use to, decorate your journal if you get this journal. And it just ties back up, and it slips on with a little Tim Holtz clip here. This is an old ledger. Let me see if I can find a date. I believe it's from the 1800s, but I will see if I can find a date on that on the other side of it. This is just a little journal card that I saw on Pinterest that I recreated. It has a little bumblebee charm. It has a little tag, a little stamped image, and it's just some plain tea-dyed paper for some journaling space. This is just a page, tea-dyed page that I did a little decorating on. This is some embossed napkin with a label. Just a little sticker up top. This is a little tuck spot. It has some fabric lace and a little cluster on there, and some journaling space in the back. This is made of an embossed paper, and this is a little ribbon rose that I bought. They're antique ribbon roses, and I use them, sparingly because I did get them at an antique shop. And I only have a few. A little quote from Ruby and Pearl. This is some beautiful handmade paper that I bought. And this is from an old catalog. I'm trying to find it. It is from this catalog. It is a Montgomery Ward catalog from 1953. And it is so much fun to see the prices and the different things that are sold in this catalog. It is everything from laundry to clothing, and it's really beautiful. I spent a lot of money on that catalog, but it's fascinating. I had to buy it. And then there's a little tag with a little vellum pocket, and there's a vintage tea card inside of a wildflower. And that tucks in there. This is a little envelope with some more little tags and dictionary cards and little things that you could decorate your journal with. And then here's one of those embossed frame. And this is a homemade tag that I made on a book page in the back. This is I believe, a butterfly book page that I had. This is just some beautiful lace that I had purchased at an antique store, and you could just do some journaling and cover it up. I just thought that was beautiful. Just a little stamping. This is another piece of ephemera. So this is just ephemera that I printed, but this is ephemera that I had purchased. This is from, can't really see the date on that. I don't know if you could read it. Could it be 1889? But the penmanship is so beautiful. So I included that. And I put this on top just to keep it safe so it wouldn't get damaged. This is also on piano paper that I glued down to a piece of cardstock so it wouldn't get damaged. This is just a little pocket with 2 tags and a little cluster down here. Some tea-dyed paper. 2 little tags here that I made. And then on this side, there's another one of these frames. And then a little vellum bag with some Tim Holtz die cuts that you could use in your journal. And this is some napkin that I, did some decoupage. And there's 2 little journaling cards here. And there's a beautiful lace pocket with some lace that I had from a recent purchase. Let me put this one in front. Okay, so this is some washi. This is an authentic deed to a house. It's from 1901. I don't know if you could see that. And it's land in Pennsylvania. And it's an entire deed. So if you wanted to open it up and read it, it's pretty cool. It's a little handwritten. So I thought that was a really cool piece of ephemera that you could use in your own journaling or just to enjoy the beautiful handwriting. There's a little embossed seal on it. And then here I just made a beautiful little cluster with some tickets and a piece of ephemera. Here's a floating pocket. This is that butterfly antique book. You could do writing on the back, and it's a little pocket that I did put some lace on and put a little tag in, and you could put that anywhere in your journal. This has a little piece of lace trim on the side and a little cluster down here. This is the other side of that cool catalog, very fragile. This is that beautiful handmade paper and a ruby and pearl quote. This is a little pull-out that you could put pictures on or photos. You could do some journaling on the inside. And there's also a little pocket here with a journaling card. And this is just a piece of digital lace that you could open up and you can do writing or collaging on that. I love that. So pretty. And this is just a little book page. Tea stain paper. This some digital paper, another little tuck spot here. This is the other side of that ledger. I'm trying to see if there's a date. I don't see one, but it is beautiful ledger, and it is definitely vintage. This is a little journaling card that I made and just tucked on. And there's just this is another little journaling spot. It's just a little piece of tea dyed paper that I tucked up into like a little mini envelope. And this is the back cover that has a little postcard, a little ephemera, and a little handmade journaling tag. And that is the back. So the tie is just a piece of seam binding. I put one eyelet, and it just wraps around twice. And then the third time, you tie it. So it's wrapped around 3 times. So that's the first one. I'm going to try to get through this one a little quicker. Sorry about that. So same style journal. This one has a little different cover, but very similar. It still has the little crystal from Tim Holtz, a lot of lace and so on the front. It's made the same way, and there's very similar ephemera in it. You know, of course, they're a little different. This one is a handmade card that I had. This one is also one of those embossed library cards. And this is just a piece of ephemera. This is a little clustered book page pocket with 2 little journaling cards in it. This is that same ledger. I'll see if I could find... Look how beautiful that writing is. I don't know if you could see it. I'll see if I could find like the year, but I don't see it right here. Top tuck with a little tag, and that's one of those little ribbon roses that I got at the antique store. Yeah, I don't see a date on it. I'll have to check the back. This is just a little pull-out. You could do some secret journaling in. And there's Tim Holtz wildflowers that I have die cut and just put in there for you to take out and use anywhere in the journal you'd like. This is a little quote from Ruby and Pearl. Some of that beautiful handmade paper and the catalog page that you could enjoy. I also have another deed in this one. This one is from 1925. And the dwelling for the deed, I believe, is also in Pennsylvania. 1920, yep, in Pennsylvania. So, really cool piece of ephemera. Put that in there. And this is just a book. Am I in frame here? It's just a little cluster up top. I made a little cluster on the bottom. Another little tuck spot that I made. This is another piece of antique ephemera. Very fragile. This is a letter. The envelope is very fragile. And the letter is from 1907. Really beautiful. And it opens up this way, I believe, yeah. So it opens up like that. So that's a really fragile piece of ephemera that I included. And I tucked that in here with a Tim Holtz clip. Again, protected by a piece of printed ephemera. This is just some journaling cards that I made and a piece of grid paper to do some journaling or decoupaging or whatever you'd like. There's a little ticket and some secret journaling there. There's a little tea card in there. This is the piano paper. And this is just a little journal card, a little cluster up top. This is that little journal paper that I made with the little tag. So cute. And it clips on right there. And on the inside is a little envelope that opens up, and there's a piece of handmade paper in it. And that closes up with just a little tuck into the spot. And 2 little journaling cards here. This I watercolor painted the die cut on there. Another little tuck spot here. There's another little tuck here with the big journaling spot. Piano paper. There's a little lace pocket. Can you see the bottom of that lace? With some handmade journaling cards and a little piece of ephemera. This is a beautiful poetry book that I used the pages from. This is that lace cover up your journaling. This is that cool catalog page. That beautiful handmade paper. And this is a little pull-out that you could do either some journaling or pictures on. And it's also a little tuck. This is a little spot for a journaling card. And here's the other side of this. Yeah, I don't see a year on this one either. Unless that's it, 1931. I'm not sure. But it is around that age. Another handmade tag. And another one of those little envelopes that open up for secret journaling. And the back has 2 little journaling cards and a tall envelope. And in the envelope, I just put a piece of grid paper for some secret journaling. I love that envelope. It's so pretty. And again, the same way to close it. And I'll show you the last one. So the last one has, actually, this one's my favorite cover. I believe that's Queen Anne's lace. That's just so pretty. I love Queen Anne's lace. And again, there's 3 little journaling cards in here. I'm just going to go through it pretty quick. Little tuck spot. This is that ledger. This is a top tuck with the little ribbon rose. This one has a little pull out of a rose paper. And it also has like a little pocket with some Tim Holtz die cuts you could use in your journal. And there's that catalog page. This one also has a piece of antique ephemera. And this one opens up and is part, envelope and letter all in one. Beautiful old ephemera. Some tea-stained paper, 2 little clusters. There's a tea card with a little tag. This is the deed. I had a 3rd one. This one's from 1900. Little tuck here. The center also has some journaling spots. And this has 3 little tags in here. A little fabric pocket with some lace. And this is a floating pocket that you could do journaling on. Has piano paper there, piano paper here. Little journaling card. Some lace. It's just a little cluster at the bottom. I tucked in some Tim Holtz die cuts there as a little pocket that you could use, take them out and use in your journal. I love this page. I love the cluster and I love that lace. And that just has some ephemera in it. There's the catalog. There's a little tea-dyed paper, a little cluster, a little tuck here, a little doily, and some ledger. And here's the pull-out on this one. And if you go on this side, it has a little side tuck with an envelope. Now, on the envelope, I stuffed it with all kinds of tickets and all kinds of good labels and stuff. And a little journaling card. So that closes up. And there's your little envelope, secret journaling spot. And on this one, there's a little handmade tag, a little postcard, and a little file folder that I made and sewed around. So I hope you love these three. I don't know how long I was, but let me show you these quick. So same type of design, but smaller. I'll put the measurements in my Etsy spot, but there's some Tim Holtz fabric in there, and very similar on the inside. I'll just go through them pretty quick. There's a little journaling cards and little spots for writing. Also a piece of the catalog and the ledger page. A little side tuck here. I love little journals. I always have to make a little one when I make a set. I don't know why. I just think the little ones are so sweet. You can throw it in your handbag. And this has a lot of little tags and tea cards in it. This is a cute little tiny tag with a little tiny little journaling spot in this envelope. And I did some stamping. It says flowers. A little top tuck with some embossed paper. This is a little side tuck with some ephemera in it. This is a piece of antique ephemera that I added here. A little catalog. There's some tags in there to use throughout your journal. This is a little notepad and a little journaling spot. Digital lace. I just love these little ones. And in the little ones, there's a flower from my garden that I pressed with some embossed paper on top. I just love the way that looks. So I did that on both of them. And then there's little tiny tickets, and there's also ephemera in the back. This is also a piece of vintage ephemera that I got. And the last one is similar cover. This one has a flower, and this one has like a ticket with a flower. So run through it quick just so you can see it. And I will put pictures in my Etsy listing so that if there's one you like better than another, you could certainly find that. So I just love these little tiny journals. They're just so sweet. I put little hinges of embossed paper. This also has a piece of vintage ephemera. I think that says 1886. Such beautiful handwriting. And the catalog. And on the back I made a little tuck spot, some tickets in there, little journaling card, a little side tuck here with a journaling card. And there's the little flower with the embossed paper on top. And that just tucks right there. And then the back has also another piece of vintage ephemera. It's a little postcard, a little handmade tag, and a little tiny pocket with two little tags in it. So I have 2 little ones and 3 of the larger ones, and I hope you loved them. It was so great seeing all of you and coming back on YouTube, and I will see you all soon. Thanks. Bye.